Alright, in this video I want to talk about how I've been dumping more subscriptions from my recurring spending. Yeah, between the experience of Joker 2 and the endless slop that Netflix just pours into the trough, I've officially decided to spend as little on subscriptions as possible across the board. In December of 2023, one of my friends said he keeps that to a minimum, and frankly, it took me a year to actually agree with him more. Now, obviously, there are some that do have value, but I'm going to be honest. Most of the TV and movie ones in particular, I no longer care for, to the point that the last one that wasn't part of a larger bundle with other services, my Hulu, Disney, and Max bundle that I was paying $30 a month for, I felt so indifferent to Skeleton Crew and Creature Commandos, the two shows that I was following up to that point, that I decided, you know what? I don't want to. I'm not gonna. I don't care to finish these. Sure, Creature Commandos' finale is on the 9th. Actually, that's today as I record this. And then Skeleton Crew is on the 13th. That's 3 episodes total across the two services. Sure, I can spin up episodes of South Park and Friends and Family Guy, The Cleveland Show. I can get the new episodes of The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers the next day. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm not spending an extra $30 to just get 3 episodes at the minimum and then be overwhelmed with options like all those I listed, plus a couple more. Ancient Aliens is also one of them. But I discovered there are actually 3 episodes of Ancient Aliens on YouTube from the History Channel YouTube channel itself. So going to somewhere that you have to pay money for to watch Ancient Aliens, as Johnny Cochran would say, that does not make sense. And if Chewbacca lives on Endor, you must acquit. So I decided, you know what? I am not spending that $30. You know what? I don't care about Skeleton Crew was okay, but I don't feel the need to finish it. Creature Commandos was entertaining enough, but I discovered that Max and Paramount Plus originals tend to become available to purchase on the digital storefronts anyway, so I am more than happy to buy season 1 of Creature Commandos whenever it's made available. It'll probably be like $20 like Peacemaker season 1 is, another DC show written by James Gunn. But yeah, like Aaron Clary said in his video about streaming services, it's che- it's probably cheaper to buy them, in my case digitally, because okay, I'm actually looking at a 4K Blu-ray player I have right now, but I like to have the content available to download directly to my phone and or MacBook when I am watching it on the TV. That way, if the power goes out or the internet, I can just pull up my MacBook or phone and then finish it on that. So buying the digital copies, that brings a lot of value to me. You know what I just realized with the HBO originals? I won't have to deal with the inside the episode bits, or it won't be tacked on to the end of it because it says on Max that it's X amount of minutes and then oh, it's X minutes longer because they have the inside the episode thing. Basically this stuff they show if you watch it directly on the HBO channel. Honestly, it feels exhilarating to be free of those streaming services. I'm down to just Apple TV Plus and Prime Video as a consequence of having Apple One Premiere, mostly for Fitness Plus, music, and iCloud Plus. And then you throw in TV Plus. It's just cheaper to get Apple One Premiere. And I'm going to be able to fund that longer by trading in my backup iPhone because I always, for the last few years, I've kept a backup iPhone, meaning my previous iPhone that I could just put the SIM card into if something happens to the current one. I'll tell the whole story about how that came to be after I do the trade in and then I talk about it. But let's just say with the 16 Pro Max compared to the 13 Pro Max, I'm like, you know what? It feels kind of pointless to keep the backup. Why am I letting potential $400 in Apple Store credits sit there? But yeah, I eliminated that. I eliminated Fresh Pass from my spending. I'm going back to buying groceries in store. I'll still get the benefit of the monthly $5 off a purchase. And I'm coordinating with my mom on her gym schedule so that I can spend the time she spends at the gym at the grocery store. I'm also going to pick up a couple things for her along the way while I'm there because I'm a nice guy. Okay, maybe she'll reimburse me for the items. But again, I'm willing to pick up the items. Maybe there are a few things that I won't want to handle or keep in my same cart, like salad dressing. I find the stench of that horrific. Even though it's all sealed up, I don't even like touching the container because that's how disgusted I am by the scent. No, I'm not kidding. I fucking hate the stench of salad dressing and I will avoid it at all costs. If you want to know just how much I hate it and how much I'd avoid it, I'd rather starve than eat anything that has contaminated by it. Because if I hate the stench, why in God's name would I want to find out what it tastes like? No, really, I'd like to know the answer. Comment the answer down below. Now, I am going to be getting some healthier food options, mostly frozen vegetables that I cook on the stove with olive oil and such. ChatGPT gave me some recipes. I'll talk more about that in a video about eating healthier and doing better, as Sam Wilson told that senator to do. But yeah, I was at nearly $60 saved for the $99 renewal next May. I actually canceled it initially and I still have access to it until May. And I decided to go back to using the deliveries. Then I decided, you know what? It's not just the $99 a year, it's the 10% tip I put on the deliveries, which can become a larger percentage if items get canceled. And then of course there's the concern. And then of course I know I got one downvote on my video about tipping boundaries. So you know what? I'm just not going to put myself in a situation where there is pressure or expectation to leave a tip if I can help it. I do not go out to restaurants anymore. I decided that I can make good enough food at home, especially if ChatGPT gives me some recipes and I actually take the effort to season stuff. I'm going to use the time that I'm going to use the cooking time to listen to audiobooks, particularly the 100 or so I have in my Apple Digital Library. And then I can put those savings towards new audiobooks. So yeah, it's a waste of your human money to go out to restaurants on a regular basis. Honestly, I'm prepared to just cook at home all the time. The only planned expenditure of food outside of groceries from Star Market or some stuff from Amazon, protein bars that I can only get through Amazon now because I deleted my Target account because fuck the new Target Circle, fuck the Target Circle 360, fuck the elimination of the 1% cash back benefit on all purchases, well, excluding a few items, but fuck their new layout of getting cash back by making 3 or 4 purchases of X amount of dollars. That's probably more than you would have spent anyway. Fuck it, I'm not spending money with you anymore. I'm either gonna get my groceries from Star Market, or if there's anything else I need or want, I can order it through Amazon. I would argue that ripping my jeans in Syracuse was my canon event, because I that made me have to go to the Target it near the hotel to buy a new pair for the party I was headed to. And that's where I discovered the 1% cash back had been eliminated from Target Circle. I was like, oh, where's my cash back? Oh, they they got rid of it as part of the renovation. Okay, I'm not going. I'm spending less at Target, and now I'm not spending anything at Target because I don't have Target Circle 360, which is a carryover from my Shipped membership through Target Circle. Yeah, and I was tipping 20% there because they actually had the select an option after the fact, whereas with Star Market deliveries, you have to order before. You have to put it in before the delivery arrives. You put in a dollar amount. Honestly, the only expenditure on food outside of Star Market or Amazon would be movie theater popcorn for the rare trip to the movie theater starting in May, assuming I don't get so jaded that I decide, you know what, I'm just going to wait for all movies to come to the digital stores. If it's something I'm excited for and I hear it's good enough, I will spend the $20 to rent it sooner rather than later. If it's good, but it's something I can wait for, I will wait till it goes down to $6. If the online critic that I trust gives a 4.5 out of 10 or below based on how I know my tastes compare with that person, then I'm just not gonna watch it, which is the situation with Kraven the Hunter and War of the Rohirrim. I was gonna see both of those on one day, but then on the Tuesday after they released, but then Online Critic ventured in, suffered through them, and then posted the reviews that made me cancel my tickets. And I was like, those aren't even worth $5 tickets. Maybe I would watch them if I were still paying for streaming services as part of the omnibus bundle, but no, I am not throwing away money on bad movies. But yeah, when I do go to the movie theater, I will still get my small popcorn, my 20-ounce Dasani water bottle, which is now up to 14.95 from 14.74. Honestly, I feel like I should probably start telling my relatives who buy me movie theater gift cards, don't buy me as many movie theater gift cards for Christmas or my birthday. I don't want to go there as often. I don't want to be incentivized to go as often. Honestly, I'd prefer Apple gift cards so I can use them on digital purchases or rentals. Well, probably purchases. Although I will graciously accept movie theater gift cards as a Christmas or birthday present, like I did with the Fandango gift card from my sister. My original plan was going to be use that for the Rocky Horror Picture Show full body cast ticket bought through Fandango, or maybe go see A Complete Unknown at the independently owned movie theater that had it, which is the reason that Showcase didn't have it. Unfortunately, no, fortunately, I discovered that I could use it for Fandango at home, which would connect to movies anywhere, which as long as I bought a Disney, Fox, Universal, Sony, or Warner Brothers movie, it would immediately show up in my Apple library, which is the more important library to me, which is my primary one. But yeah, going back to subscriptions, uh, I'm still keeping the $3 a month ad removal on Prime Video because it's only $3 a month. That's nothing. Sure, it's annoying that I have to pay extra money to remove advertisements separate from the $139 a year I pay for Amazon Prime as a whole, but I don't know how much of that you could ar I'd have to actually look at a breakdown of what Amazon Prime actually contains to determine how much money of that could be considered for Prime Video. But I know if I ever decide to cut that $3 a month out of the budget, I will definitely not. There is no way in that I'm just not going to watch Prime Video. All right, I know that last I checked, Prime Video alone, like if you want to subscribe to that instead of Amazon Prime, is about $9 a month, so $12 a month. Yeah, I think I'm going to look into how much of my Amazon Prime subscription is actually utilized beyond free 2-day shipping or the digital credit if you choose No Rush or Amazon Day, or all the conveniences that come from it. Wow, I went on about that a lot longer than I meant to. But the point is, I finally found the courage to offload, to unsubscribe from the Hulu, Disney, and Max bundle after letting go of Paramount Plus, letting go of Peacock, and finally finding the courage to just say, you know what, I don't care enough about these shows. I'm just going to call it quits. I might break my Apple One Premiere into just music, iCloud Plus, and Fitness Plus because I genuinely benefit from those. TV Plus is nice, but I'm watching through Severance and it's honestly kind of overrated in my opinion. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I love defending Jacob, and if I end up canceling Apple One Premiere and going down to those, I am going to use the rest of the pay period to rewatch that. God, I wish it was available to purchase on the digital stores. It's available on Blu-ray, but not available on the digital stores. I can only imagine why Apple wouldn't put it up for sale on their digital storefront, though. Honestly, why not? Anyway, the point is, no more subscribing to streaming services just for them, keeping subscriptions to a minimum, keeping the cost down, figuring out a plan to coordinate with my mom's gym schedule so that I can do my grocery shopping and not have to pay $99 a year for unlimited deliveries. So I'm going to leave it there for the video. Comment what you think of subscriptions. Some are essential, some are good, but to most I say, fuck it, duh, don't do that. Spend your money elsewhere. Buy individual movies and TV shows on the digital stores, and don't watch as much TV. Watch more YouTube, like this channel, in fact. Spend on what gives you value. Give this video a like. Subscribe for daily uploads, and I'll see you soon.